What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Vitalis coming to you on Monday, the 17th, with the Sharp Report Show. So let's go ahead, dive down into it, and see where the market's reacting. Hey, Ralph, let's go. And let me show you where the money's going for NFL this weekend. Already, I'm tracking bets. And then MLB tonight. And then we have the NFL Monday Night Football. So let's go ahead, since there's only one game for Monday Night Football, let's go ahead and start there. So we have Bears and the Seahawks. Now, I'm showing with Bears getting the -3, I'm showing 6% is on the Bears tonight. Now, there's really no sharp action. I'm just telling you guys where the money's going. If there was sharp action on this game, the percentage would be a lot higher, but I am showing 6% are backing the Bears tonight at -3. Now, for the over, I have it currently at 10% over in the game, and it's set at 43 right now. So the over and under is at 43, and I showed 10% of the lean is towards the over at 43. So take it for what it's worth. There's really no sharp action on this game. I'm just giving you guys where the money's going at this point so you can do your own research. I have no play in this game at all. Last week, for college, I went 2 for 1, and then in the NFL, I went 2 for 1. And so in college, let me just go over them real quick. I had Temple plus 15, Texas Longhorns -3, which I gave out on the Saturday Nooner show to everyone. And then I also had the under in the New Mexico standoff, and it was about to cash with 36 seconds, 40 seconds left. And a pick six ruined it, but that's just gambling. Then on Sunday, I had the Falcons -5.5. That won. I had the 49ers -5.5, and the defense ruins it in garbage time. And then I jumped on the Cowboys just to get some more action because I was so pissed at the Niner game, and the Cowboys won handily. I never had to worry in that game. So 2 for 1, 2 for 1. So I had a pretty good weekend. It was all good. So let's go ahead and get back into this. Now, I'm going to knock down the MLB for today, and then we'll get into the NFL this weekend. And let's go ahead, and I'm going to just give you guys, it's not going to be in any order. What I did is I tracked it per the money, so I can tell you where the sharp action is going to be. So the very first game is the Blue Jays versus Baltimore. I'm showing 28% on the Blue Jays. That is sharp action. So the sharps are definitely on the Blue Jays tonight. Next game is the Nationals versus Miami. I have that at 18% Miami. Now, that's probably just because of a contrarian play. They kind of like to do Baltimore and Miami, and they'll just throw a unit on there. If they lose, they lose. They don't care. They're sharps. They have extra money. Remember, they're just doing it for the plus EV value. So sometimes when you see them taking Baltimore or Miami, it's just for the EV value. Next is the Reds and Brewers. I show a 15% on the Reds tonight, so that is definitely sharp action on the Reds. Then we go to San Francisco and the Padres. I have another 15% on the San Francisco Giants today. They believe they're going to win. That's some sharp action. Then we go to the Mets and Phillies. I have the Mets at 14%. That is sharp action. That's where it kind of dies off right there. So we have Blue Jays, Miami, Reds, San Francisco, Mets. Take it for what it's worth, guys. I want you guys to do your own research. Do your own. Look at the lineups. Look at who's pitching. I want you guys to be able to do this. I'm just telling you where the money's going. With this information, this is how I cap these games. Next, we're going down the list. We have the Cardinals and the Brewers. I have a 12% action on the Cardinals. They believe the Cardinals are going to win. Next is the Rockies and Dodgers. I have 10% on the Rockies tonight. Then we go to the Twins and Tigers. I have 7% on the Tigers. Then we go to Cubs and Diamondbacks. I have 5% lean to the Cubs. As you can see, the leans are getting smaller and the sharps are staying off, but I'm just telling you where the public money is going. Next is the Mariners and Astros. I have 4% on the Mariners tonight. Then we go to Rays and Rangers. I have 2% on the Rays. And then KC versus the Pirates. I have 6% on KC, and that's why this game's off, because it came in late. Money's coming in on this game late. So just take it for what it's worth. Let me see. The highest, just going down the list here, the highest over and under for baseball tonight would be the Rockies and Dodgers. I have a 41% sharp information coming in on the under. So Rockies and Dodgers, 41%, guys. That's huge sharp action. They're saying that the under will hit in the Rockies and Dodgers tonight. Take it for what it's worth. Now, let's go ahead and go to the NFL for week 3. I hope you have your pens and papers. We're going through really quick. I'm not here to – I want to talk to you guys. If you guys have a game, please put it in the thing. But I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to juggle. I'm here to give you guys information so you can grab a pen and paper and write all this stuff down so you can make the best decision you can for the day. Okay, so week 3 in the NFL. I'm tracking a few bets. Now, on the totals, I only have one total that's coming in very clear, and that is the Bills and Vikings game. I have a 47% lean saying that it's going to go over 41 points. It's crazy. Maybe it's a little contrarian. 47%, guys. That's heavy, sharp action on the Bills and Vikings saying it's going to go over. That's the only one I'm tracking, the only one that they're betting right now for over and unders. Let's go ahead and get to the game. Now, Tennessee and so the Titans and Jacksonville, I have I'm tracking 0 bets. No one has bet on this game all week long. Well, it's only day 1, right? Then we go to Dallas and the Seahawks. And let me just make sure everything's updated. I don't want to give you guys wrong. So we have the Dallas at +3 at 65%, guys. 65%. The sharps are all over this game, and they're all over Dallas. Take it for what it's worth. I am definitely going to be looking into this right after I get off the chat with you guys. That is way too much sharp action. Something's going on, and I'll be looking all over it. Next is Chicago and Arizona. I show 44%. Going with Arizona because Arizona, I'm showing, got +6 at one point, and now it's down to 4.5. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I have on my screen. Then we go to Denver and Baltimore. Let me see here. So we have 33% on the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens. I have 33% on them. Then we're going to go to Steelers and Bucks. I have 26% on the Steelers. Now, it was at 2. Money came in on the Steelers and knocked it down to 1.5. By game time, guys, a lot, Susano. By game time, guys, this will probably be a pick'em. This Steelers-Bucks game will probably be a pick'em as more people bet in. Right now, this is only day 1, guys. This is Monday. I'm tracking 1,637 bets on the Steelers game already. 26% are going with the Steelers. 20, like we have all this money. You take 75 and take it. They're putting it on the Steelers. Crazy. But I love this information. Next is we go into the Jets and the Browns. I have 25% taking the Browns. It was at negative. Well, I have -3 and -125. So 25% are saying they're going for the Browns. Then we're going to San Francisco versus the Chiefs. I have 24% backing Jimmy G and the Giants, but they're getting 6.5. I'm sure as more because of overreactions of week 2. I guarantee you this gets up to 7 and you'll be able to take it. I am backing the Steelers this week. Perfect. I'm glad to hear that. So that's what I have on the 49ers and the Chiefs game. So 24% are backing the Niners at +6.5. I'm sure that will get up to 7 due to the public's overreaction. Then we go to the Bengals and Carolina Panthers. I have 19% favoring the Carolina Panthers at -3. The line is staying steady. I'm tracking about 600 bets. Next is the Saints and Falcons. I have 12% on the Falcons. 12% on the Saints. My apologies. 12% on the Saints, but they're getting a +3. I'm not showing their home, and I'm going to have to do some research on that game and see what the Falcons' kind of home record is over the past year, and just kind of track them, because I wasn't too impressed with the Saints defense. So I'll be looking into that game too. Then we go to the Colts and Philadelphia Eagles. If you guys haven't been reading your updates, Wentz is back for the Eagles. Wentz will be starting, and I have 11% favoring Philadelphia, and the line is currently -6. Then we go to Oakland and the Dolphins. I have 11% favoring the Dolphins, and the line is currently at -3. Then we go to the Giants and the Texans. I show an 8% favoring the Texans at -6. Now, this line opened at -3, and now it's already -6. This is definitely an overreaction to the Giants game, but Eli looked horrible. If you guys saw the pictures and the memes, and if Dallas can do kind of like a slide blitz and make Eli look like that, what do you think the Texans are going to do? Now, in this game, in last week's game, the Texans didn't have Clowney, so he was out. So I would definitely look at the injury report and just see who's going to play. And that stuff usually comes out like Wednesdays or Thursdays. These guys are just taking the early jump. Next, we go to Buffalo and the Vikings. I have 5% backing Buffalo, but Buffalo is getting +17, guys. I can't remember the last time I seen double digits this high, like a +17 already. This is only week 3. And we're already getting a +17. Now, Buffalo looks horrible. I can see why they're doing maybe like 12 or 13, but 17 already. You're just going to have people just play contrarian and just back Buffalo just because they automatically get 17 points. It's just how they are. Next is the Chargers and Rams. I show the Chargers are being backed only by 4%, but they're getting a 7.5, guys. So they're getting a touchdown in the hook. Then we're going to the Patriots and the Tigers. The Detroit Lions. So the Patriots and the Lions. I'm showing that the Patriots are getting -7, and I showed 3% favor for the Patriots. Now that I heard that Josh Gordon from the Browns got released, Patriots have already picked him up. They said he was never hurt. All this bullshit coming out of the Browns camp, why they wanted to cut him. And I'm sure he's going to look fantastic on the Patriots roster. And this is only at -3 at this point. Hold on, I'm sorry. At so New England, -7. So they have to win by a touchdown against the Lions, against Stafford. He couldn't even come back against the 49ers. Crazy. We see Falcons -2. Doubt it. Never knows a public pound Saints. Okay. All right, since I don't like that. Is Al Shervick trying to say something and he keeps getting deleted? I don't know how. I don't have a monitor, so moderator. Then we're going to the Green Bay Packers versus the Redskins. I showed 3% in favor of the Redskins at this point, but they're getting a +3 at -120. So take it for what it's worth. And so that's it, fellas. I just gave you the complete NFL, complete MLB. Bro, did you already go over MLB action? Yeah, did you have a specific game, Sasano? I'll be happy to answer any game. Just throw it up on chat real quick. That's everything. Look, we knocked everything out together in 15 minutes, guys. I'm telling you where the market's going now. You're going to take that information. You're going to do your own research, and you're going to make the best decision you can. That's what it's all about. It's about information and decisions. And what I do is I treat this like a business, and I follow the money. I'm always going to do that. And I'm doing pretty good this year doing it this way, and I kind of like it. So hopefully you guys too. Hopefully you see the winning tickets I post. This is real money. It's not Monopoly money. And so we'll take it from there. Any sharp action on the Reds, Marlins, and Snakes? Okay, so let's go ahead and go over that. There's a 15% sharp action on the Reds. Yes. There's 18% on the Marlins. Yes. Now, on the Diamondbacks, let me find out where they are. Hold on. I show a 5% lean on the Diamondbacks. There is no sharp action on the Diamondbacks. This is just regular bettors betting. But they are betting the Diamondbacks. But the sharps are on the Reds and Marlins tonight. Yes. So let me go over the top 5 for you. Just one more time. This is MLB top 5 for Monday night. Blue Jays at 28%. Miami at 18%. Reds at 15%. San Francisco, 15%. And Mets at 14%. There you go. That's the top 5, fellas. So I think we'll end it right here and get ready for the Jimmy the Bag and Low Shack show. Can't talk here to finish. I hope I answered all questions, and I hope this helps you guys make decisions throughout the week. As I said, I always have a show once a day, and we'll go over this. If I see any specific hey, thanks. If I see any specific changes throughout the week, I will be the first on here to say, look, guys, grab your pen and paper, change this. Heavy sharp actions coming on here. Even if you guys followed my Twitter, and I appreciate it if you do, on Sunday, I tweeted out, I'm just tracked a large sharp action on the Raiders. I was the first one who put that up. And look what happened. Raiders covered, right? Raiders lost by 1, but they covered that +5 or +4 or whatever you got it at. Guys, when you see other handicappers come on here, and I'm not talking about any other handicappers because it doesn't matter. I'm not saying names. But when they're telling you who's going to win, I could give a shit about if the Patriots win or if the Eagles are going to a wild card. I'm here to give you guys who's going to win the ATS spread. Who's going to win for the day? Knowing that the Eagles are going to the wild card spot does not put any money in my pocket to bring home to my family. I could care less. So when you guys hear about, oh, Clemson's going to run the table, who the fuck cares? Are they going to cover the ATS on the day they're going to play? That's it. If you guys follow my Twitter, when I track information, I give this out and I give it free. Just ask that you guys follow me. That's it. It's that simple. All right. I hope everyone did really well this weekend. Best of luck tonight. Let's go ahead and cause a little havoc on the Jimmy the Bag and Low Shack show. To SBR, love you guys and all that fun stuff. Please like, retweet so I can keep doing this shit. And you got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. Bye, guys. Hey, George. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys.